we back for another episode of This Is Bullsh. No, episode 11. Been a while, but we back and better than ever. It's your boy right here on the scene with
This is Dre on the block.
Look who's back. Back again. Chuck is back. Tell a friend. Yeah. No, I don't know.
okay.
That song was just stuck in my head.
Damn. All right. Well, the first topic we got, Charles has this topic, so he's gonna lead this one.
Okay. So, our first topic will be about Enes Freedom, formerly known as Enes Kanter, but at the end of last month, he became a U.S. citizen, and along with becoming a citizen, he changed his last name to Freedom.
Oh, word?
Yeah. Now that being said, in his very first game as Enes Freedom, he had the full freedom to be complete garbage. Like God, he was so bad.
I mean, as he is, I don't think he was ever really that good, but
He never was. But anyways, I just wanted to see what y'all thought about, because he did it for, I think it was China. The injustices going on in China, he changed his last name to Freedom for.
I did not hear about that. But I mean, I guess given that now he's a citizen, he just wants to feel like he belongs. So I just think Enes Kanter was already like a good name for him. Not Enes Freedom just sounds weird.
His last name was Cancer.
Yeah,
His
well,
last name was Cancer, but he changed his name. So
I can
his
see. I mean, I
So-
kind of see why, because it's kind of like the word cancer in general.
So his full name now is Enes Kanter Freedom, because he didn't have a middle name before. He's making Cancer his middle name. So essentially, afterwards, essentially what it is, as we all know, LeBron is a big advocate for like social justice, right?
So talk to me about the name change. Enes Kanter
Right.
Freedom.
So as we all know, LeBron is a big advocate in the NBA for social justice, but Enes Kanter has been fighting LeBron for the simple fact that LeBron pick and chooses what social justice battles he wants to talk about.
he could. I mean, well, he can because he's the king.
Yeah, he can. That's his right. But Enes Kanter's like, hey, bro, since you're such a big social media star and you're a big NBA star, let's talk about China for a second. LeBron was like, I'm down for that. The NBA told LeBron, hey, stop talking. LeBron said, okay. And Enes Kanter said, hey, yo, what the? Because he was all by himself. And so he changed his name to Freedom to bring a social awareness to the China stuff that's been going on in China.
Because I know it's off topic, but I heard about that like one female tennis player or something like that in China. Like she got accused, like she just like disappeared off the map apparently because like she said something about like one government official in China and then it just like silenced her for like a whole month. I know that was going on, but I didn't know if anything else was going on in China.
Yeah, she was, it's crazy that what's it called? That she spoke out once and then just disappeared. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about Enes Freedom for a little bit because I want to get you guys' initial thoughts on it, as this is your first time hearing about it.
I mean, mans can do whatever you want to do. At least he's doing it for like something, not just because he wants to be like, oh, my last name is Freedom. Blah blah blah. I'm free. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's just he's been. That's why he named. That's why he changed his name is to like reflect how long he's been fighting and shit like that. But I mean, I ain't got no problem with it. I just think if he does this, it better actually do something instead of like remaining the same type stuff. You know, people always do something to try to create change, but then nothing happens because of it. So I don't know about you, Dre.
Dre.
It's kind of like just processing the information for like express my thoughts about it. But I would say personally, it's just this. I mean, I'm all for people using like their platform, whether it's like as a professional athlete or whatever the case may be, to talk about injustice and just problems that are going on with the world. So, I mean, if he wants to use his name as a way to like spread awareness of what's going on in China, then that's his right. But with that being said, will it really catch on? I don't really know, because at the end of the day, I mean, thing is, it's not really going to catch on that much here in the West, because at the end of the day, it's not something that's really going on here in the West. It's something that's going on like in China, not as much as like the shit that LeBron is talking about, which is more so like stuff that's going on in America, which is as far as like police brutality and racial injustice and stuff like that, especially around last year during May and June with the whole Floyd situation and Breonna Taylor and all that. So, I mean, that's just my thoughts in regards to like how the league responded to LeBron's situation versus Ennis.
It's weird. It's really weird because it's not like Enes Kanter just started doing this, right? Because he's been on this social awareness like cause for a solid year now, about a year and a half. He was on this wave the whole bubble season, right? And at some point along the way, right, LeBron was on him with him on this wave. So were the Rockets and a few other NBA stars, right? But it wasn't until the NBA told LeBron, "Hey, bro, cut it out. Now you're starting to mess with my money a little bit." That Enes Kanter really was like, "Okay, so the NBA doesn't want me to talk about it because if I talk about it, the NBA can't show games of me playing in China," which was literally what happened. Like, I don't know if y'all remember in 2020, the Rockets got banned from China.
I did hear about
You hear about that? No.
Yeah, no. Funny enough, I forgot who it was. I think it was Mike D'Antoni. It might have been James Harden, but someone spoke out about the injustices going on in China, and then China was like, "Okay, the Houston Rockets are no longer being showed in the country."
I can believe it, to be honest, because that's just how the government over there moves, to be honest.
Yeah. And that's nothing new for their government.
Exactly.
But that was new for the NBA because the NBA was like, "Oh, wait, hold up. Hey, that's my viewership. That's my bread. Now you're starting to reach into my pockets."
I mean, that's business 101. As soon
Yeah.
as like the employers feel like that their success gonna be affected, that's when they be like, "All right, hold up, no.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they ain't finna do shit."
And then social awareness from China went from skyrocketing up this way to just straight flat because the NBA was like, the NBA pulled out their, "Oh, here's Black Lives Matter stuff, all of this Black Lives Matter, whatever. Stop focusing on China." Right? And I'm not completely sure it's accurate. I could be wrong. But Enes Kanter was one of the only people that was like, "Hey, yo, where'd y'all go? Weren't we just talking about China? Why y'all stop? What y'all doing?" And that's why I think that's why he ended up changing his name to Freedom. Enes Kanter's lost a lot of money, by the way.
I would assume
Like
so. Yeah.
just in NBA
Alright.
fines, he's lost hella money. But I don't know, man. I it's a battle. If he wants to fight, then he can fight it. But that's kind of where I'm at with it.
I'm just saying, if he does fight that battle, it's not going to be something that's going to be changed in an instant. We've been fighting the battle for Black Lives Matter for a long time, and we're still just going through shit right now. So it's like, if he expects something in the next 10 years, he's going to be fighting for a while. I'm just saying. And he needs more than just him, because I mean, he's not like well known as LeBron, but like, I guess he's like kind of big. So,
I'd say even more than that. It's just kind of like he's got to be willing to risk a lot in order for this shit to like just to catch on, let alone for actual change to happen. Because you already seen the repercussions that he's facing now just for wanting to spread awareness the way he has. I can't imagine if he wants to take it a step further, how much more he's going to have to be willing to sacrifice.
No, because like literally, the NFL has my claws, my cleats, right? In November, to show off like different like social awarenesses and different things going on in the world that you may not have known about unless you see them on the shoes, right? The NFL has my claws, my cleats. The NBA has nothing like that. There's nothing for NBA players to bring awareness to.
yeah.
Or to publicly say, hey, this is the fight I'm fighting. If you want to help me, help me. But if not, at least you know it's here. You know?
He's basically like, if he really wants to fight this, he's basically going to become the NBA's version of Colin Kaepernick, so to speak.
Except he's going to be a lot less known, and not a lot of people are actually going to care. And it's one of the weird things.
Probably spark up even more controversy. You can even bring up that debate when you really think about it, like on a grander scale. Given the circumstances of each situation, when you look at Colin Kaepernick's versus Enes Kanter's.
Not saying he'll make things worse, but like, it could go the wrong way for him, trying to keep like, hey, keep our name out your mouth type stuff like that. Cause
yeah.
So,
that being said, thank you for joining the deep conversation for the day. All right. Yeah. All right. Cool. Now, just to lighten up the mood a little bit. Life is a simulation, and college education is a hoax.
oh, so we talking about that? That's the second thing.
That's what I want to. What's it called? I want to bring up two things involving college kids, right? And you can answer this in whatever order you guys want to answer it. It's just two things I want to know, right?
Okay.
One, is college a hoax? Yes, no, why not? Two, and this one's completely away from college, but it's just a question that I got asked just now. Is it okay? We all agree it's okay to experiment in college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fine experiment.
Yeah. So I was like
just like casual, like how some females be like, or like, how like some like moms were like, yeah, I experimented back in my college days, like kind of that kind of way.
Yeah, but what kind of experiment are you talking about?
Like, I'm talking like,
I need to ask my mom now. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I want to ask her.
That's not a question I want to ask at all to any.
Yeah.
Anyways, so like, okay, so I guess we'll do this topic first, and I'll go to the college one afterward. But okay, so first off, experimenting. When I say is it okay to experiment, I mean is it okay to do different things with different people that like different things? Experience essentially. It's essentially is it? We all agree it's okay to try new stuff in college.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I mean that like not in like a oh I'm trying sushi for the first time.
No. Yeah, like isn't like you mean like drinking or
I'm talking drinking, smoking, relationship wise, doing like all that other stuff, right?
yeah.
Trying new things, right? So we all agree that's okay.
Yeah.
So that being said, is it okay? It's never okay to cheat. But
No.
why do you believe that people cheat and then blame it on I just wanted to try something different?
Okay. The first part, I've never heard anybody cheat and say that they were just like that a reason.
I
It
don't
was
know.
just
I'm trying to dance around this question because I really don't want to just. It's such it's such a weird question to ask. Essentially, the question that I got asked was, "What causes people to cheat instead of just breaking up with the person you're with?" And then y'all's personal experience on cheating.
Dre, I don't know if you want to go first or
If y'all want, I will go first, but it's up to y'all.
I think the reason why I can't speak from personal experience, but I think one main reason why people cheat instead of breaking up in a relationship is they see benefits in the relationship, but at the same time, there are some benefits that they're probably not getting, and they're trying to get from a different person certain other benefits. Essentially, this whole saying of one of your cake and eat it too. That's just one reason why I think that's the case. Like they don't want to like leave the relationship because either they're scared of being alone or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, they feel like probably like their sex life is probably not up to par, whatever the case may be, or the significant other is slipping in some way, shape, or form in a relationship, whether they're getting too emotional or like the communication is just not up to par, or things in the bedroom are not up to par no more. You know, the quarterback is throwing in a lot of picks. He ain't making the right reads. So at that point, she now as a head coach, she probably going out and scouting other quarterbacks, whether it's in free agency or the upcoming draft class. You know,
Right.
what I mean? So
Doing your due diligence, trying to see what can go around,
yeah,
and all of that. I understand. Um,
she's trying to stay loyal to her quarterback that has been with the team for many years.
exactly. It's kind of like it's kind of like a Cam Newton situation. Like I've been with you, but something's not working no more. So we got to start seeing, maybe I don't know, like bringing like a Sam Darnold type of player, or maybe a Teddy Bridgewater. See what I can, see what I can build with that. I honestly, I can't personally speak on cheating because, again, I've never done it. I've never thought about doing it, and like it's never happened to me. Thank God, knock on wood. But like, it's such a weird thing to comprehend because me myself, having been in a relationship, right? You either want that person or you don't. You know what I mean? Like, if there's ever a point in your relationship, like, I don't really want, like, that's where it should end. Like, that's the end of your relationship right there.
Theoretically speaking, yes. Ideally speaking, agree. But we know we live in an imperfect world. So
Yeah. Like ideally speaking, that's where your relationship should end.
Yeah, if
I
you
think
ever think about not being with your partner or not seeing anything further with your partner than where you're at, then
that should be it. That should be the end of it. Right there, right then and there.
I mean,
But
yeah, I think Dre just hit it on the nail. Like, because I feel like in most situations where people cheat, they just find someone they find way more attractive, and they're just like, and I don't know, maybe that connection with that person is just much more easier than the connection you made with the current person you're with. Like, I don't know.
yeah,
You know, just how like you vibe with people, like some people you just don't get along with, some people you meet the first day and you're like that, like y'all like could be best buddies. I think that's just how it is. And most guys, I will say, girls cheat too. Just saying, but I will say it's mostly guys. You know, we just find that attractive more female. We're just like, hey, you know, put this one on the scoreboard or shit like that. But I don't know. I mean, I don't approve of it either because that just makes you as a guy more untrustable, and then that makes that girl. I've told Dre this before. I'm like, that makes the girl like not trust men anymore because they're just like, oh, if he cheated on me, then who says the next guy I get with won't cheat on me?
literally.
going
There's
in
the-
self-preservation mode where she pretty much can't trust any other guy that she meets, even though that guy could potentially be like the right person for her. She'll end up fucking it up because of the trauma that she went through.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, like it's one thing to be cheated on, but it's another thing to think you're being cheated on. You know what I mean? Like I've had this happen a few times by like two different people, but like it's still a few different times, right? Where this the cheating isn't killing the relationship. It's just the thought of cheating that kills it. You know what I mean? Like either you or her, both you and her aren't cheating, but the idea that you're cheating is in her head for some random reason, or the idea that she might cheat on you will hop in your head randomly, and that it just doesn't go away. And then they just keep thinking that, and they never trust you again, even though you had no reason to not be trusted in the first place. If you catch what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think that just personally starts with just poor communication because I feel like it is in that like sense of like you're not talking to your partner. Like for example, guys be on their phone and then like when a girl come over, they like put their phone away and then that girl just gets something like, okay, why you put his phone away? Like in a relationship, you shouldn't have to do that. Then she gets that conception. She starts talking to her girls about it. Then the girls, I'm not saying the girls always put the idea in her head, but by the phone shit.
There's a good amount of times,
especially if they already have a negative bias towards the dude, then they're quick to jump to that.
Yeah. And then from what I've gathered from guys is like, it's the opposite. It's literally the opposite. It's okay, so you came over here or I came over there and we're supposed to be hanging out, but you've been, face down on your phone the whole time. Like one word responses like, we're not even hanging out. I'm just in the same room.
I also think it's when girls go out all the time. Like,
I think that's a key one.
Huh?
I think it's key. I don't even think it's just girls. I think it's both girls and guys.
No. It is girls and guys. I'm just saying with guys, I feel like it's mostly like keeping secret, like of texting or some shit like that. Or like they're like, oh, you going out? And, you're like, oh yeah, I'm going out with someone. And you're like, oh, who is it? Oh, someone not to worry about or something like that. Just like something like that. And then girls, say, not saying girls purposely lie to their significant other, but they might think, oh, I'm going out with my girls. And you're not going to tell your girl not to go out with the girls. You're just like, oh, have fun. And then it's like they're doing it every week. And then you're like, okay, she's been going out quite a lot or some shit like that. But
especially if it's like if you could see like a routine going on or like some of a routine, but if it's like the same day or like the same time or whatever the case may be, then it's like, okay.
something going on.
Right. Honestly, as crazy as it sounds, right?
Hmm.
I hate to be like I'm about to expose like a few people, but these are the type of people that really think about cheating, but just don't do it because they care like a little too much. Because I've seen this happen, and I knew the dude was cheating. Like when they be on their phone, and then someone will come up behind them, and they just straight like, do you look at your phone sideways? Like y'all ever had people do that to you, bro? Like they had some kind of
Oh, yeah.
secret hide on their phone, and when they know you can see their phone, they just kind of like move their phone out the way, or they like full face, like you knew you was in the middle of texting somebody. Why did you just close your phone and put it in your pocket like that text can wait? But it couldn't have waited like 3 seconds ago before I pulled up behind you. Like that kind of, like, bro, what you hiding for? Even it be your own niggas too that be like, I'm not even hiding nothing, bro. I'm talking to my girl, dog. Okay, let me see the text. Me and you both know your girl, stupid. We both friends with her, dummy. Anything you say to her, she's saying to me. Like, what's up with you? Like, that's your girl, dog. You ain't got nothing to hide. And then come to find out a week later, that wasn't even his girl. He was talking to Sally
Whole
down the
nother
street
female.
trying to get some pipe. Trying to get her admitted in the hilltop.
Not the hilltop.
So she a hilltopper?
Who knows, bro? Maybe he was trying to make sure she got into college. You know, she wanted to be a hilltopper.
But I don't know. I don't know. All I know is like those people are definitely, can't be trusted because they're already breaking a relationship. And then they have the nerve to say, like, I didn't cheat on you. I was loyal. Like,
straight gaslighting for no reason.
Right.
Like, what are you lying for, bro? My biggest problem with cheaters is that cheaters don't like to admit they're cheaters. Bro, if you know you cheat, just say that. Like,
it's either that or they'd be like, okay, I did cheat it, but it was because the other person cheated.
Stop the cap. You know you did it first. You ain't touched nobody. You not Scooby-Doo. You ain't had no tracks. You just assume stuff, and then you were like, you know what? My girl cheated first. I'm about to go hit up Jenny May, bro. Me and her been trying to hit. She been trying to hit me up. Like
at that point, you were just looking for permission to look for another quarterback.
Exactly, bro. For what reason? If you cheat, just be honest about it, bro.
But it's just the same as like, it's kind of the same of like when you get caught by your parents and like you just don't want to accept the fact, like they're like, oh, like if you tell me the truth, you're not gonna get in trouble. It's just the same concept as that.
Nah, bro. No.
Yeah.
You know what
you talking about?
I was saying like I was the responsibility. Like you won't get in trouble. Stop the cap.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
I feel like it's the same principle. Like, you're doing something wrong, and your parents feel like you're doing that thing wrong, so they they ask you, and you have time to confess. You just nah. Then they catch you in the act, and
it's either that or it's just kind of like depending on the situation. Say if the couple was like in a friends group, they don't want word going out to the entire friends group. Be like, oh, this Johnny cheated on his girl for real? Yeah, damn, that's crazy.
I heard the girl he cheated on her wasn't even that fine. Who was it, bro? It was Melissa. You mean big old Melissa? 3 cheeseburgers a day, Melissa? Like, bro, what? It'd be them kind of.
How you cheat on your female with a girl that ain't even bad, dog? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
That don't make no sense to me, bro. How do you? And you know the worst part is
they just know it's.
Cheaters still be pulling.
Indeed.
Make that make sense. The same dude I guarantee you, y'all saw this in high school. The same dude that just got caught cheating
did another baddie.
Had a whole nother female. Or he got back with that same female even though he cheated.
It's probably because of his looks or status or whatever the case
It-
may be.
it
You'll be
has-
surprised
it
what
has
people
to
will
be.
tolerate because of good looks or whatever the case may be.
I hated that. I hated that
That's
whole.
horrendous behavior they will tolerate. That's crazy, bro.
It's so wild. I hated that. I hated that whole. Man, Johnny cheated on me with Melissa. Man, I hate him. And then the next day, but Johnny do got a 6-pack though.
It's like you
Like,
just
bro.
forgot. You just. It's like they pulled out the thing from Men in Black. Just,
Yeah. Easy,
okay.
bro. Huh.
Yeah, we're still together. You just broke up with him yesterday. Did I? No, I thought
I
we're still
remember
back
that.
together.
I never that. I didn't do that. Like what, bro?
I don't get it.
And then
That's that undying love type shit to just
it's not even
forgive
undying
someone for
love,
just
bro.
doing.
It's delusion.
It really is delusion. Cause bro. There's no way. There is zero chance. There is zero chance. There's negative chance that
Okay, don't do your hands like that.
pause.
I was like, sir.
But like, bro, zero chance, right? I'm with a female. I hear, I'm sorry. I hooked up with Dame over there. Nick, what? Will you forgive me? No.
Oh no, I cheated. What do we do? Oh no, get your ass on. Like,
Yeah.
Dude, you
I'm
want
like, damn, that's crazy. Get the fuck out.
Go ahead, bro. What you missing?
And then she be begging, take me back, take me, bitch. Why? No, you
Why would I do
cheated
that?
on me. Like,
Why would I do that? And then some dudes, it's crazy. Cause it really be some niggas that come up to you, be like, dang, you broke up with her? You broke up with Becca, bro? Nah, you playing, bro. Big titty Becca? Big booty, like Meg the Stallion type Becca, bro? What's up with you? Like, nigga, she was throwing it back for Johnny over there. What did you want me to do? Stay?
No. Because then she gonna continue to do it.
Facts. The minute, and here's what's crazy. The minute that you decide, I'm gonna stay with that person, even though they cheated, right? You lost all your power in that relationship. Ain't nothing left for you no more. You just there to be there. Because what are you gonna do? What he gonna come back talking about some? I changed my ways. I swear to God.
hell no.
Talk about.
Oh shit.
Because they be sitting there with the boombox in the movies talking about some sunny days.
Everybody knows them.
Becca, I changed. I'm different now. Nigga,
Yeah.
no, you not. You just a whole.
Nigga, it's been a whole 4 hours. You didn't change there about 4 hours. The
How you
fuck?
change in 4 hours, dog? You
Talk
had a
about
whole come to Jesus moment in 4
I'm
hours.
different now. I'm different now. I swear. No, you're not.
they really
I'll
said
do-
God sat them down like, nigga, you know what you did wrong. Yeah? Yes, sir. All right, now go to her. Like, no.
That's man said, dang, bro, God, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah, what's up, bro, little Brody? How can I help you out? What did I do wrong? You should know what you did wrong. You know what? You right. I do know what I did wrong. And I'm gonna do better now.
Thanks, God.
Thanks, God. anytime, homie. Go get your girl, dog.
Oh,
And then
At
they
the
be
end of the
sitting
movie, hey
outside.
Scotty, Jesus, man.
you know what really is like when a guy or girl cheats on their significant other, and then just goes back to them and talks to them like a normal, like ain't nothing happened.
So you gonna act like you wasn't just hooking up with Johnny from the block?
Yeah.
Johnny on the spot?
Like you have the balls to still go on a date with your girl the next day after you hit big booty Becca. Like
that's true. That's very true. Because it's crazy how it's, and you know what's even worse, right? Is that sometimes it don't even be, or every time you cheat, it's your fault, right?
yeah,
But every time you cheat, it's your fault. But sometimes you don't even be thinking about cheating. So you be chilling there. You be chilling there with Melissa, bro. 3 burgers for lunch, Melissa, bro. An apple pie a day keeps the obesity away, Melissa, bro. Like you be chilling with, big bodied Melissa for like ever. And you be comfortable there. But then big booty Becca want to come along talking about some, bro, she won't even know. It's just one night. You know what I'm saying? Luther Vandross type of, let me hold you tight. If only for one night. Like, bro, like, and then you do it, and then you go to Melissa the next day talking about some, yeah, it was only one night. I didn't even do nothing. I was at home chilling. I was grinding on 2K. I made a whole new build. I'm tired of being a play shot. Some random, stupid stuff. they be up, they be up there lying for no reason too, talking about some. Like you really could have just said, "Oh yeah, I was at home. I was watching TV. I went to sleep." But they be making the most random, intricate lies. Talk about some, yeah, I was at home. I was at home. I was playing 2K. 22, not 21.
like come on, baby. The usual. What I usually do.
What the part is, big booty Becca probably wanted nothing to do with you until she saw you with Melissa.
Facts.
Pretty much.
And you felt so great when Big Booty Becca finally wanted you for one time, and you were just like, I would do it. I'm going for it. I'm shooting for the stars tonight, boys. Like there was no reason for that. But and Big Booty Becca not in the right either, bro. Just because if you ever go after someone that's taken or someone that don't want you, you're part of the problem.
Oh my God.
You're part of the problem. If there is a clear, hey bro, Melissa, my girlfriend, dog. We take pictures on Instagram. We got pictures on Snapchat. I'm about to go over to her place tonight. We got matching onesies and we watching Netflix with some popcorn type shit. If there is a clear we are dating on those two people, them two people should be off limits. I don't care.
Yeah. They're a thing. That's the whole reason.
That's the thing. That's a match right there. You can't if you go around talking about some, dang, did you hear about David? David hooked up with Melissa. David kind of fine now that I think about it. Melissa bagged that? Melissa probably wouldn't even mind if I took you one time, right? Like just once, bro. A little lunch.
All I can say is people are not in the right mindset.
It don't make no type of sense, bro.
Bro, perfect example of this, and this is how I knew Reddit was full of menaces, bro. This is how I knew for sure. There'd be one question be like, hey, so I'm talking to this girl, dog, but she got a whole boyfriend. What do I do in that situation? Hypothetically speaking, ideally, leave that alone. That's off limits. Move on to the next girl, right?
Literally.
Everybody in the conversation, oh, bro, you seen the game? You just keep talking to her. She gonna drop them at some point in the near future. Just keep talking to her. You good? What, bro? No, you. Think that's how you win the friend zone. Yeah, best case scenario, or even worst case scenario, depending on how you look at it.
Now, I don't have anything against these dudes, but I want to have a little chat with them, right? Let me have a heart to heart. Hold up. All right, look. To anybody right now currently talking to a female, good luck in your endeavors, unless she got a man. If she got a man and you talking to her, I wish you nothing but the worst. I hope when you try to send her a Snapchat, you trip and fall and you crack your phone. If you're talking to a taken female or if you're talking to a taken man, I hope you nothing but the worst. I don't ever pray on downfalls, but I'm praying on your downfall right now. In all your relationship endeavors, I hope you nothing but the worst. I hope you put on a pair of jeans one day and they're one size too small. I hope when you try to put on a shirt, you rip a hole in it. I hope when you try to put on a jacket, it get hot outside. And I hope when you don't wear a jacket, it's cold as shit outside. I hope all your soda cans shaken up. I hope your milk expired. I hope your cereal stale.
Oh, you never get to pay your student loans.
Facts. I
Yeah.
hope when you make oatmeal and you make it right and you put the sugar in, I hope it's salt, not sugar. I hope it's salt. I hope
But
you put
when you
salt
make
in your.
some ramen, you burn your tongue.
I hope you burn the ramen. I hope you try to run to your charger with your phone at 1% and you don't make it. And I hope your charger's short.
In fact, you know what I also hope? When they try to put ketchup on their hot dog instead of ketchup, pre-cum.
I hope you go on a trip with wireless headphones, forget the charger, and you didn't charge them hoes last night. So them hoes completely dead. I hope the next time you play a sport, the ball is flat, including baseball. I hope your baseball dented. I hope the next soccer ball you kick is a bag of rocks. Like, I hope your hat's short. I hope your hoodies don't fit. I hope you only got one pair of socks and both them hoes got holes in it. I hope you get your shoes wet with no socks on. I hope the next time it rains, your umbrella flip inside out. Like I wish nothing but the worst for people that do this. Now, to the people that don't do this, good luck on your endeavors, homie. You can do it. I believe in y'all. That being said, if you've been sitting on the friend zone with a female and you've been diligent enough to stay there, why are you still there?
Get out.
Get out. Yeah, get out. Leave. Walk away. There's always other zones you can get in. You don't gotta be you don't gotta be in the friend zone the whole time. You can play the man zone. You can play the man to man.
You really sitting there on the practice squad for one team. You could be a whole starter on for another team.
Exactly. You don't have to do that. That being said, if you know that girl is the girl that you are into, and you tried hopping out the zone and you tried playing man and you were getting toasted on every route, I understand. I understand why you in that zone. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope her relationship don't end bad. And if she's not in a relationship, I hope you can find your way out the friend zone. You just gotta play tighter defense, bro. Play over top sometimes. Sometimes you don't gotta play under. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't gotta run the friend zone the whole game. You can run the man. Be the man for a few plays. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been sitting in the friend zone for over a few months, and this chick that you were talking to is not currently taken, shoot your shot, dog. It's your time. You've been hooping on practice all day. It's time for you to play the game. Get in there,
Step
show you
up.
some minutes. Step up.
Ask coach, hey, put me in.
Exactly.
It's my time.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the coach, you know the crazy part is you can really tell the coach, hey, bro, let me get this one game right here. Coach, put me in this one game. If I ball out, I get to keep playing. If I don't ball out, I understand. But
At least you
let me get that chance. And if you're not actively shooting for a chance, you are just a friend. Ain't no friend zone. You are just a friend. If you don't actively try to shoot your shot with a female, or because females can end up in the friend zone too. I want to be inclusive here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need to be inclusive.
Yeah. A few podcasts ago, we haven't been all that inclusive, body positive, and with the new gen stuff. We gotta get, trying to get on that now. To the females also in the friend zone. Move on. Cause here's dudes and females got friend zones, and both of y'all be keeping people in the friend zone. If you just look in your friend zone, I bet you find your best friend. And I bet your best friend can become your boyfriend or girlfriend. And then they be like, I don't want to. Y'all know those people that be like, well, I just don't want to ruin our relationship. I don't want to ruin the relationship we have. What's up with you? You just adding a couple of steps, bro. That's like, I don't want to ruin the outfit I have, so I'm not going to put on a jacket. Come on, bro. Anyways, get out the friend zone. Look in your friend zone. Because a lot of the times your friend zone are really the people that you should be messing with anyways. But that's my speech for the day. I'm done here. I'm out. I'll catch y'all.
What?
This nigga really gonna walk away. For those listening, Charles just walked out.
This is not part of the
We didn't
podcast
agree to this.
All right, I'm back. What's poppin'?
Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's
I mean, is there anything else y'all want to talk about?
Well, you had the third topic, didn't you?
Oh, that's true. That is true. I did have that.
I'd say you over here like, I'm done talking. That was all your segment right
like
there.
you get your shit in it.
Hey man, I was just kind of, I was feeling it. You know what I'm saying?
Spotlight's on me. Let me shine.
Anyways,
drop moment on Zoom, nigga. I was like, he had a whole mic drop moment on Zoom. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
All right, let's see here. I don't even know. You can talk about something random. You really could just be random as hell. All right, so boom. All right. All right, so boom. There I was, right? Chilling like a villain.
Are you telling a story?
I don't know, bro. Anyways, I'm not gonna tell a story. But let's talk about college. And I'm gonna let y'all talk for this one because everybody knows how I feel about college.
Well, we technically already had this discussion before.
That is true. We've had this discussion before.
If you haven't heard it, it was on one of our older podcasts. Go check that out. Gotta push ourselves out there. But
we're gonna talk about college. We're gonna talk about two aspects of college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, two aspects. Aspect number one, college being a hoax. We already talked about this. Just want to retouch on it so the people that haven't seen the episode can go see it. If you haven't seen the episode, go see the episode. But we're gonna touch up on it just a little bit. Two, y'all know our generation is dropping out of college more than the average generation.
Yeah, because we feel like we don't need to go to college.
Because it's a scam. But I'm gonna let y'all discuss that. Go ahead.
Well, as again we've previously stated, yeah, our generation is dropping out of college more because we feel like either it's a scam or it's just not fit for us. Because most of the time we're not there mentally, so we just don't feel like we can do it. Personally, I wanted to do the whole typical go to a community college, get my associates, and then come to a big school or something like that, get my bachelor's, and then find out what I want to do in my life. But
big boy school.
Yeah, big boy school. But no, my family advertised that I go to a 4-year college on my first year and get the whole college experience, living on campus, Greek life, and all that jazz. Which again, I've had my good and bad experiences, but I still think I was not prepared for anything because I mean, the only preparation I got was just asking my mom what her experience was like. She went to college back in 1990s, early 2000s. So, that's pretty much a little different than when I came.
Playing from Cotton Picker number 102.
Don't worry about it. That's mine.
Cotton Pick? What?
That must be my other phone turning on. Oh well.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I could have had a little steps to. I feel like I just jumped to the top of the ladder instead of climbing. And then all these damn student loans that pull out for school too. Like I feel like half these classes are not as much not as worth as much as they're advertised. Like, don't get me wrong, I've learned some cool stuff, but other shit's like I really could have learned this in high school.
Yeah.
And it's like there's no way that I'm paying $500 for each class. Like, and then especially if you fail a class, you gotta fucking retake it.
All right.
But yeah, that's just my perspective. Not that I don't believe college is a scam. I just don't believe you have to go to college if you want to succeed. Because you're young. As soon as you get out of high school, start getting into small shit that you like. So if you're a photographer, try to work your way into photography. If you know someone who already does it, try following them a little bit and then branching out, doing your own thing. You don't have to, get a whole degree in photography because, you use a camera. So just start doing shit with the camera. You don't have to go to college just to learn how to use a camera.
Facts.
That's just one of my examples. Trey, I guess you can go now.
All right. So,
Boom.
I debated about taking my hat off for this, but you know what? I'm gonna keep it on just for the sake. You know what? My hair ain't looking
The best
today, so you know what? I'm gonna keep it on. But I was just saying, as far as like more and more people dropping out of college or choosing not to go to college compared to previous generations, I think it's kind of inevitable. Like, it's pretty much been a long time coming because of like excuse me. Whew, my fault. Just a bunch of factors when you really think about it. It's number one, I think it's becoming more and more apparent that like we're really at a time where we're starting to realize I'm pretty sure Rashawn pretty much touched upon this. We don't really need a degree in order to really like be successful in anything in general, whatever we want to do.
Just to specify, there are some things we all agree. There are some things that have to have a degree.
Oh, for sure.
But not everything needs a degree. That's what we're trying to say here.
For starters, and I'm glad you brought it up. Thank you, Charles. For starters, if you plan on being a doctor, I better see a certificate or something. I am not trusting you to do surgery on me in any way, shape, or form if I do not see a degree on your wall.
Exactly.
I see a certificate out. I don't care. If it's not a degree, I don't want it. Not from a doctor, bro.
If you are a lawyer, I do not trust you with my life. If I have to depend on you, I might as well put my in prison myself. Because you...
Quick shout out to the man that defended himself and made himself look like a fool because he had no law degree.
All right.
Go ahead, Drake. Keep going.
What else can we say? Did we say architect?
Yeah, architect, engineering.
That's a big one. Engineering. Yeah. So basically things like that. So there are definitely things where like having a degree is truly necessary. But I would say if you already know what you want to do right out the gate and you don't necessarily need that degree, don't get it. You know what I'm saying? That's number one. Number two, and this is a conversation that me and my sister, she brought up. A degree in general is losing more and more value in today's society versus how it was before. Hell, a high school diploma is losing more and more value in today's generation.
Don't mean nothing.
Really don't.
I remember when my sisters were in high school, that literally means something. Nowadays, like I literally have people who skip class half the time and they will still able to graduate. Like, don't get me wrong, like praise God for that, because I'm pretty sure, like, I'm not sure what their situation is. Maybe they're the first people in their family to graduate high school, whatever the case may be. So God bless those people for that achievement. But at the same time, it's just kind of like, if we can literally put in like the bare minimum in some way, shape, or form. Let me tell you something. This is my personal story. I put in the bare minimum. I was one of those people, I ain't studied a goddamn time. I maybe studied 10% of my entire high school career, if that. Tell me why I still graduated a goddamn honor student.
Now, I hate to say this, but 10% is hella high for studying.
That's what I was saying. I'm probably being gracious. I just made that up on the top of my head. It may be 5%. I don't know.
Anybody that knew me in high school and in middle school,
your ass was sleeping.
And here's the problem with high school. Dre, you say you study about 10% of the time. If I take your amount of studying time and I divide it by 2, multiply it by 2, and then take away the 1, that's about how much I studied. So for y'all that can't do that math, I went from 10 to 5, 5 back to 10, took away the 1, that's a fat 0. Anyways, so I ain't study a goddamn thing. Like not once. Man, I studied cheat codes on God, Black Ops 1 more than I studied for high school.
Oh God, bro. We literally put in more effort trying to figure out other stuff than
I was sitting there doing drip. I was more concerned doing how to do a step back speed boosting dribble move in 2K16, 17, and 18 than I was studying in 2016, 2017, and 2018. Like, bro.
Because we're learning stuff that we're not interested in, and stuff we are interested in, we're going to put in the work to actually learn more about. So
that's the craziest part. The classes I did like, I still didn't study because I liked them because I was easy. I was good at it.
Well, yeah, I mean, those happen to have those perks as well.
But I don't know about y'all, right? But for some reason, high school just came easy. Like, I ain't study a thing because I was sleeping in classes and getting A's and B's.
It really was, bro. It made no damn sense.
Really
I didn't even finish what I was talking about. I'm so sorry. We just went on a whole.
Go ahead.
So there's that, and number 3, of course, the all student loans situation. Like, why put 18-year-olds who don't even? Here's the thing. What's crazy about this? How you gonna have 18-year-olds take out loans, some shit that they have to pay for damn near the rest of their lives for a decision where, theoretically speaking, this is the path that they're choosing for their career, for pretty much the rest of their working lives. How do you expect them to make that kind of decision at 18 years old? 18-year-olds don't even know what they want to eat on a typical day. They don't even know what they want to wear, let alone what they want to do for the rest of their life. Which now brings me back to the point, we got to get rid of this whole mindset, this whole culture of sending your child right into college as soon as high school is over. That's got to come to an end. because it's just kind of like that's putting in danger the kids who don't really know what they want to do. And you can't really just send them into college where it's just kind of like, all right, figure it out. Because it's kind of like, how you know they're gonna have the time to figure it out? Like colleges are set up pretty much to the point where like they kind of expect you to have an idea of where you want to go. Just be like, all right, where you want to go, where do you see this taking you? And okay, this is the steps you're going to take. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's start. That's pretty much how college is set up. Like you don't really have time to like, unless you start out in a community college, then that's a whole different route. But more specifically, the 4-year university route right out of high school.
I don't know about y'all, but
Yeah.
everybody in this call took PACE, right?
Mhm.
Now, because essentially what Dre said is true. Like in college, it's supposed to be all right, where do you want to go? What do you see yourself doing, and how do you want to do it? But if you remember, PACE class in freshman year, which was essentially just, putting you on track to make sure you know what you want to do and whatnot. PACE class was meant just for you to figure out what your plan was gonna be from the jump. Like that was your goal. Your goal was supposed to be your goal in that class was figure out what you want to do, figure out how to get there, and figure out how not to fail. But I don't know about y'all, but I straight put whatever in that class to pass. Like I treat that class
because we're still in that mindset around that time. Yeah, hell, even in college, it's not really like what you learn; it's how to pass.
Exactly. And I mean, kind of like what you said before, like with the whole financial, you shouldn't enough alone. And then like, it's the fact that parents be complaining too. Like, damn, I gotta take out another loan. Like, you wouldn't be having to do this if you didn't enroll me up to college. Like, I'm just saying, you could have saved your money. And it's like they're putting an investment in you, but it's not guaranteed you're gonna get that investment all the way back. Because let's say a child gets put into a like they choose a major and whatever, and then they graduate with that, degree or whatever, so to speak. Who says that major they pick is, like the best for them? Because one, either they're gonna pick a job that they hate, which I feel like most people nowadays in college are doing, is picking a job that they hate. I know so many girls who are in, science shit. I mean, either they want to do something with nursing, but that takes college and then doctorate school and then other school. So that's like 10 years of school that they hate doing, but they want a big payday for it. So I don't know. I just feel like it's mostly people who just putting themselves in shit that they don't want to do, just so they hopefully know that they get paid back for loans, or they pick something they actually want to do, but either one, the family doesn't really like approve of it because they're like, okay, you're not going to make much money when you come out, or two, like,
Paid a lot.
You said what? What'd you say, Jay?
I was saying, well, it's either I would add a couple more reasons onto those reasons. So we had A, of course, family doesn't really approve it, or B, they don't really get paid a lot, or even C, depending on depending on what area you live in, there's not really a lot of job opportunities for that specific possession that you want to get. Perfect example. My mom always knew she wanted to be a teacher, right? And then my sisters eventually found out that they wanted to be teachers. It's something that they're passionate about. It's something that they really love. But with that being said, anybody that knows anything about being a teacher knows they don't get paid a lot.
Nope, they don't.
Not at all.
And that's just one of those things where it's just kind of like, it's wild to see the amount of disrespect that they get, not just from students, but from parents and even at times their admin, for such a small paycheck compared to a lot of other job professions.
Literally.
But that's just the price that they pay for picking something that they're passionate about.
Exactly.
So this one
That being
makes
said,
sense.
I'm so glad that Char brought it up because we gotta stop that as a culture of people. We gotta stop the whole. Are you sure you want to do that? Because I don't make money like that. Like that whole mindset that people do. The whole. Are you sure that's what you want to go into? Because there's not a lot of money in that. Or are you sure that's what you want to go into? Because you might have to not be here for that, or you might have to do extras. Like, bro, like why do we as a culture try to make people second guess what they want to do?
Just because people have expectations, and ever since people started having expectations, they just pray that everything goes the way that they want it to instead of the person who's actually being affected. Because people don't get to live their full lives.
You know what's crazy?
What?
Because the only reason I've thought about this concept a lot is because it kind of like my very first year of high school, I was like, you know what I want to do after school? I'm down to be a band teacher, like teach like high school band and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then like the more I kept bringing it up with my family, the more there was just like,
Disgust or something.
you sure, man? There's not a lot of money in that. You ever thought about like STEM?
Yeah, STEM's where they get you.
You ever thought about like, I don't know, anything else? Like, you ever thought about being like, I don't know, engineering? That's a pretty nice job. Uh I don't know, you could do something mathematical, Architects are always looking. Uh like just literally you can go anywhere else, but why would you want to go there? You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. It was such a weird time.
Yeah, no, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, because I had a feeling that this would happen to my family. So, like, I'm not gonna lie with you. When I was in high school, I didn't really think about what I was gonna do. I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I gonna do for the rest of my life? Type shit. I didn't really think about it. You
I
said
don't think
what?
the average high schooler ever does, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
And
because
that's
you're
the last
focused
thing.
on finishing high school. That's what you're
Exactly.
focused on. And like, I was like a junior, and they're like, "So what are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Well, first of all, I mean, since y'all tell me I gotta go to college, I gotta figure out a nice college to go to, and then yeah, I gotta find out what the fuck I want to do because I don't even know if I'm great at STEM. Yeah, I passed fucking college algebra and algebra, but I suck at geometry and I suck at trigonometry. So why the fuck would you want to put me in STEM? Like, I don't know. But I kid you not, I don't think I told my family this, but I legit just said engineering, like, just because so they'd be satisfied. Because I'd be like, oh, I don't know. They'd be like, well, Rashawn, what's going on? Other kids know, like, okay, but I'm not other kids. I don't know. I'll let you know when I know, but I don't know as of right now. So yeah. And then I didn't even tell them when I switched majors. Like when I came back home and I was like, oh, I switched to communications. They were like, so what happened with engineering? I'm like, it just did not work out. And they were like there was like a kind of thing around the room, just like, okay, but you just passing up all that money that they make, but communications is okay. Not as much. Like my mom had like called me and was like, well, starting salary for your major, you're not gonna make that much. And then she's talking about like if I rent an apartment, she's just like blah 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 bills and rent. She's like, so you're probably gonna have this in a week, which was like apparently less than $100. And I was just like,
Man, it's not a set thing. It's
yeah,
all dependent on what you're gonna do because communications is a broad scope.
exactly. So, and that's the thing is like even I know, I mean, I have like a general focus of where I want to go with communications, but I wouldn't mind if, something else that happens, I don't go into the genuine area that I want to go with in my major. I'm just going where life takes me at this point. Because,
Literally.
but
Crazy.
that's not the way you're supposed to live, though. You're supposed to have everything planned out.
I'm thinking about changing majors, but I really want to wait till I actually get into major classes before I decide that. Which means I have to finish my general education first.
Well, I thought you already did.
Yeah, I'm essentially done with it now. But
you're just like at the transitioning point where you get
literally. Like I'm at that last little cusp before, like, okay, you're done with all your normal classes. Now you're working straight towards your degree classes, but you're like, I'm like right there. And it's such a weird like concept. But
I'm pretty much at that point too. Like where like most of them are like, I'm at a point where like most of my classes are like major courses, but like there's a little bit of sprinkle of like other classes in there as well, whether it's accounting or whatever the case is.
Yeah, literally this winter, I'm going back to Lone Star to do personal finance. No real reason for it. I just kind of want to.
Okay.
That's something I thought about doing. I'm not gonna lie. Probably not Lone Star, but like just taking some kind of course in general, whatever the case may be, just because it looks interesting and it more likely will help me out in the long run. So
yeah. Yeah. And actually, there's another thing I wanted to talk about. It's kind of relating to like, I don't know, the whole parents expect you to have everything planned. And that is kind of the one thing that I admire about like girls is like how they already plan shit out in advance about like certain things. But I just feel like you can only plan out for so long. Like you have no idea where you're gonna be at in like you like 40, 50. Like I get when counselors like, oh, where do you see yourself in 10 years? I'm like, nigga, still working, duh. Like
man,
yeah, but like I still alive for one.
Yeah, like that's the plan.
I don't even see what I'm doing and what's it called. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow.
Exactly. But you gotta come up with some shit.
10 days, 10 weeks.
I barely know what I'm doing like tomorrow, and y'all ask me
what I want to do in 10
what I want to do in 10 years, 10, 50, 10, 20 years from now. I don't, dog. You want to ask somebody else? Because I like, bro.
What am I supposed to know?
Literally. Like I have a fair idea, but like it's nothing like legitimate. It's just kind of like if I'm there,
like future me or something to pop out of nowhere. I'm just gonna ask, hey, where am I at?
Yeah, where am I at? What I'm doing?
Like, are we living good?
Are we eating? Are we still in the trenches? Let me know. Like that's what I want to know. I literally just ask my future self, are we eating? Are we still
trying to get it out, make it out the hood?
Literally. Are we still trying to make it out the mud? Because if we are, that's cool, but like I just want to know, man.
I have no idea. But in all due time, hopefully we'll look back and be like, made it. But right now, I have no idea.
Literally.
Well, anything else next week talking about?
I'm out of topics for the moment. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hope y'all enjoyed the episode, man. If you liked it, go ahead and just put the like button. Comment your favorite part. Comment what y'all thinking. Comment. I don't say comment your worst life choices. Comment your best friend worst life choices because you don't want to expose yourself on here. Anyways, like, share, subscribe if you like the channel,
Make
Go
sure you
watch
hit the
other-
notification bell on the side of the
please
subscription
hit that
box.
notification bell on the side. You know what I'm saying? Watch our go watch some other videos. We got Wash Your Ass.
No Ranch
Water is
November.
not wet. I can't think of
Let's
none on the
go.
spot.
Water
Let's go
lives
on
matter.
episode 1.
No Ranch November. Stuff like that. Go watch
Give it
some
up.
other videos, man. Go watch some more of the content, share some more of the content. You know what I'm saying? We do this. Honestly, I would just say we do this daily. You know what I'm saying? We might be what you gonna do? Fact check us? No. So we do this daily. We be uploading daily, except for the days we don't. And in that case, we still upload it daily. We just not uploading. So we be here. So go ahead, like, comment, share it with like 5 friends or something like that. Let everybody.
I ain't never heard a nigga lose so much credibility in 15 seconds in my life,
I'm
bro.
saying this nigga capping on his life. Ain't no way.
Anyways,
Thank you.
I hope y'all
both.
enjoy y'all morning, your afternoon, your night, whatever time you happen to be watching this. I hope you enjoy the rest of that day. And thank y'all for watching. And we'll catch y'all next time. I'm gonna sign off for both of them. Deuce, peace, bye.